everyone. Congratulations on the first Rhode Island Infrastructure Bank Summit. We've made a lot of progress in Rhode Island since the start of 2015. Our unemployment rate, which was the highest in America in 2014, is now below the national average, and we've added nearly 17,000 jobs. Our green economy is growing, and we're on track to hit our goal to double the number of green jobs by 2020. Now, the Rhode Island Infrastructure Bank has been a big part of that, and I've been so proud to work with the treasurer and Jeff and leaders from cities and towns to support projects in our communities that will make Rhode Island more sustainable and more efficient. Congratulations to the entire team, and thank you for your partnership. Have a great summit.
Hello, I'm Senator Jack Reed, and I'm pleased to join you for the inaugural Rhode Island Infrastructure Summit. Public infrastructure, from transportation networks to affordable housing to schools, drinking water, and energy, is essential. It forms the building blocks of our economy and communities. Providing smart, targeted investments in our infrastructure helps connect more people to jobs and opportunities and leads to better wages and a stronger economy. There's been a lot of talk in Washington about the administration's promised plan to invest more in roads, bridges, and other public infrastructure, but we have yet to see any concrete details. We simply can't wait. We need to tackle our infrastructure challenges now. That's why, as the ranking member of the Senate Appropriations Subcommittee on Transportation and Housing, I'm working every day to deliver the resources we need to upgrade existing infrastructure while building for the future. And it's why I have introduced new bills to invest in rebuilding our schools and in preventing flood damage. But the federal government can't do it all. Indeed, while the federal government provides significant assistance, state and local governments are still the primary funders of public infrastructure. That is why this summit is so important. The state of Rhode Island and the Rhode Island Infrastructure Bank are already implementing new solutions to tackle our infrastructure challenges. And there are certainly new ideas and opportunities we can all benefit from. I look forward to hearing more about the outcome of this summit, and I look forward to working with all of you as we continue to think, plan, and invest in our future. Thank you, and have a great conference.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Rhode Island's first annual Infrastructure Summit. I am sorry to be stuck in Washington today, but I'm really grateful for the chance to share a few words. And I want to particularly thank our host, the Rhode Island Infrastructure Bank, which has been financing some of the major infrastructure improvements around our state. Also, this past May, Jeff Deal, the bank's executive director, visited Washington, D.C. to participate in a congressional panel on preparing infrastructure for the effects of climate change. I was so glad that he brought Rhode Island expertise to that important discussion. I also want to thank all of the summit's participants. Your work has helped inform state, regional, and federal policy and improve Rhode Island's transportation infrastructure. We still have a lot of work to do, though. The American Society of Civil Engineers reports that more than half of Rhode Island's roads are in poor condition. We are tied for last place in the country. It also found that 56% of Rhode Island's bridges are deficient or obsolete. I'm sorry to say that's the worst rate in the country. The Civil Engineers report card shows Rhode Island needs $148 million in drinking water infrastructure work and nearly $2 billion in wastewater infrastructure fixes over the next 20 years. Rhode Island has $4.7 million of backlogged park system repairs and a $241 million gap in needed upgrades at our schools. Unfortunately, many of these costs may rise under climate change. Most of our bridges, roads, ports, and rail systems in the Ocean State are close to the coast. This infrastructure is at risk from sea level rise, storm surge, and severe storms driven by climate change. That's why the federal support we receive to fix our highways and bridges is vital. It's why, as a member of the Senate Environment and Public Works Committee, I worked so hard to help pass a bipartisan transportation bill in 2015 to provide long-term funding for our state through 2020. Under the multi-year highway funding plan, Rhode Island will receive over $1.3 billion in federal funds. To bring more federal dollars to our state, I also joined Congressman Jim Langevin to introduce the Safe Bridges Act. This bill would deliver up to $170 million to repair Rhode Island's deficient and crumbling bridges over the next several years. Transportation shapes our communities, it creates jobs, and sustainable transportation policy initiatives can help sustain our economy and protect our environment. We need to craft policies that expand transportation options while properly maintaining the roads and bridges on which we all rely. Congratulations to Rhode Island Infrastructure Bank on a successful forum, and thank you to everyone for all your work for Rhode Island communities, for our businesses, and for our environment. Let's keep working together to improve Rhode Island's infrastructure. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Congressman Jim Langevin, and I'd like to welcome you to the first annual Rhode Island Infrastructure Summit. As you know, Rhode Island is a densely populated area with no shortage of transportation and infrastructure challenges. But we're also a forward-thinking state that recognizes the enormous potential of smart investment. We know that by renovating and rebuilding the bridges, dams, pipes, and roads that keep our state running, we can revitalize our business growth and provide a better way of life for Rhode Islanders. That's why I'm pleased that the Infrastructure Bank has stepped up to the plate as a central resource for funding such modernization projects. Now, we've already seen the benefits of the Infrastructure Bank firsthand through investments to our drinking water and wastewater facilities, faster maintenance of our roads and bridges, and increased development of renewable energy resources. These projects immediately create jobs right here in Rhode Island, employing skilled workers across many disciplines. However, they also create long-term economic opportunities by attracting more businesses to the state. These gains are only made possible when stakeholders work together to leverage the right opportunities. That's why today's Infrastructure Summit is so important. With your help, we can find new and creative ways to extend these opportunities to every corner of our state. I want to thank the Rhode Island Infrastructure Bank again for hosting today's summit, and I look forward to working with all of you to ensure that we continue making smart investments in the future of the Ocean State. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Congressman David Cicilline, and welcome everyone to the 2017 Rhode Island Infrastructure Summit. I want to thank everyone at the Rhode Island Infrastructure Bank for their incredible work to strengthen our state's infrastructure, create good-paying jobs, and protect our environment. The Infrastructure Bank has made a real difference to so many of the residents of our state. It's responsible for the improvement of many of our local roads and bridges, and has helped to upgrade energy and wastewater systems across the state. The Infrastructure Bank has provided low-cost financing to schools, businesses, and homeowners for projects that save energy and money. It's allowed Rhode Islanders to save more of their own hard-earned dollars while moving our entire state in a more responsible direction. Thanks to the Infrastructure Bank, we are shifting away from our reliance on fossil fuels and becoming a leader in the cutting-edge field of renewable energy. We're protecting access to clean drinking water for all the residents of our state. And we're giving Rhode Island workers the opportunity to earn a good wage and provide for their families. These investments are exactly the kind of bold action that will create jobs, raise wages, and secure a better future for our state. I want to thank everyone at the Infrastructure Bank for their dedication. I look forward to continuing our work together to improve the lives of the people of Rhode Island.